Hey guys, I was talking to my cousin earlier this week. I was talking to my cousin earlier this week, and we were talking about just going over like what we had to do for the week or whatever. And we are going to pick up um, his best friend's son and keep him for the rest of the summer, at our house with our boys or whatever. Well, um, we were talking about we signed him up for a football camp and we signed my boys up for a football camp or whatever that some of the NFL players who are from our city have every year. So he was like, yeah, you remember last year we were kind of, when we had this camp, we were running around or whatever because I had to pick you up from the hospital. And I was like, the hospital? I was like, and I was trying to remember. And what happened was, I was I was so sick, y'all. I was going to the doctor like once a week, and I had just started seeing my primary care doctor, and I was telling he kept checking my blood, and I was bleeding so much that I was losing so much blood. And what happened was I was trying to get a blood transfusion for the blood transfusion. So I ended up going to the emergency room and getting the blood transfusions there. I got two separate blood transfusions and I got two iron infusions as well. And because my blood was so low and my iron was so low, I couldn't even function. Like, I was just so tired and so weak. And it was just, I thought about, I was like, damn, Anthony, like, where I was this time last year, that was the day of the football camp last year. Because he was like picking me up from the hospital or whatever, and um, they were kind of running around, and we couldn't, we couldn't. I was waiting at the hospital because they were still at the football camp, and it was just when we thought about that, I was just thinking, I was like, y'all, we have to realize um, how far we come in a year. Like, if you look back at a significant date, like a year from where we are right now, because the football camp is Thursday. So last year, Thursday last year, like, I was so weak. I was so tired. I was 400 pounds. Um, I couldn't walk very well. I was bleeding nonstop and didn't know why. I was at the doctor every week. My doctor wanted me to have a hysterectomy. He was telling me, don't worry about ever having more children. Like, it's not okay for me to have children ever again. It was just like everything was downhill. You couldn't really tell because I still remained confident in who I was, and I didn't let people know how bad it was, but it was it was really bad as far as my health is concerned, and as far as what I was going through and how I was feeling. And I really don't even know how I got through that, but I did. And it's crazy because it just reminds me of where I was and how we have to literally push through, because a year from now it can make a difference. I didn't even realize that that was this time last year until he said that. And I'm just like, I have come so far. I have lost about 110 pounds. Um, and I think it would be more, but I'm really, really working hard on gaining muscle. Yeah, I'm really, really working hard on gaining muscle. So, not really too concerned about my weight dropping as much because it'll drop a couple pounds and then go up. But I know this because I'm doing serious weight training to tone and everything. I just looked at my arm like, yeah. Anyway, um, I mean, like, I have regular cycles like a normal person. I was scheduled to see a hematologist, a freaking blood doctor. I was, an oncologist or some, I don't know. It was like an oncologist, a hematologist, and a gynecologist. I was supposed to have like they thought I had some type of blood disorders. They thought I had they didn't know if it was some type of cancer or something going on with my bloodstream. They thought he for sure wanted me to have a partial hysterectomy, and it was just like, let me try to have weight loss surgery first, and then if I need something else, then I'll do it. And y'all, 100 pounds later, 1 year from that those blood transfusions and everything, and I feel so much better. I am like, and I'm still overweight, but I'm just like a new person, you know. And it's just amazing to me, and it's very overwhelming. And I don't think we even take the time to look back and realize to realize how significant. Oh wow, it's fantasy football time. My little team tagging me and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I don't think we take the time to look back at how far we've come. Not throughout the surgery. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like when you were at one of your low points, and then you hit a year from that, or you hit 5 years from that, or like May 2016, that made 2 years from my lowest point when I was in the hospital with blood clots and like crying, thought I was gonna die, crying when doctors told me all kind of stuff, whatever. I'm okay. Liam looked at me like, what? But yeah, that was a low point for me. And 2 years from now, like, I'm a new person when I should have been. Can't talk because Liam like this. But yeah, that's that's what I just want to say. I want everybody to take the time to look back at the significance of the low points in your life and just say, you know, look how far I've come. That's it.